Hi Jeremy, so this is just a quick look at how to access and change the gallery page on your website. So first of all, I've sent you an email with a link and a username and a password. If you click on the link, pop in the username and password and then just click sign me in. You can then ignore any messages over the right hand side about payments due. I've got no idea why they appeared, you just can completely ignore those. On the left hand side here, you come over to websites and just click on that. Then you'll see a thumbnail of the website. Below that you have edit website if you just click on that. Basically what that will do is then load Bramble, which is the software the site's built in. And if you've got a fast connection like mine, it will load in a couple of seconds. And if you're on a slower connection, it can take up to sort of 30 seconds, maybe even slightly longer to load. I won't go too much into amending other parts of the website today. We're just going to concentrate on the gallery. But if it is something you want to be able to access and make changes, it's pretty straightforward. A very quick overview is the first thing you'll notice is lots of strange symbols. Just ignore those. You'll notice things like the slider looks like it's all stacked on top of each other, but obviously on the website itself it scrolls through. But to make simple text changes, all you would do is come down to a section, and when you click, it highlights in that green bar, and then much like a Word document, you could go in, add wording, change wording, make alterations for each section as you want to. Again, you'll see things like videos repeated, but that's because there's different versions for computers and for phones. So this is just a quick overview. If you suddenly decided you wanted to make a text change, that's just to basically show you it's pretty straightforward to do it. Basically what you want to do is make any changes you want, and then you have a publish changes button here. So you'd make any spelling changes or additions or alterations to the page, and then when you're happy, hit publish changes. If you make a load of mistakes or you're not sure what you've done, just leave and don't publish the changes, and then the site is not damaged at all. So you may need to watch this video back a couple of times for it to make sense. But basically, if you suddenly decided that there's some things you wanted to change, you would now be able to do that. And if you need further help, obviously I can provide that for you. But going back to the gallery, up in the top here, it starts by loading the home page. We want the gallery page. So you're just in the top menu, click on gallery. And then basically the gallery page will load. So there may be some images on here now which you want to delete, which is no problem. So I thought I'd basically just show you how to do that. So the gallery will load, much the same. You can ignore any symbols at the top. You have the paragraph of text here. If you want to change that, obviously you can. As you come to the gallery, every image that you click, you'll see it highlights in a green box. You then have some options up the top here. So for example, you could remove that image if you decided you didn't want that one there. You can click the trash can, it will delete it. You have an undo button if you didn't mean to do that, and that will put that back. So you could go through and find any images that you think are no longer relevant, and you can then basically now delete those. So that's one change that you can make. The other change you can make is changing the order of the gallery. Sometimes this takes a little bit of effort. Sometimes you have to drag the images around a bit to get them to do what you want. Sometimes an image will just get stuck. So if you can't drag it left or right, drag it up or down. Generally, you'll find it's pretty straightforward to move things around. So for example, if you decided an image down the bottom you really like and you want that to be at the top, you just click and drag it. A row at a time sometimes is a bit easier, or you can just go straight to the top. Position it where you decide it should be. Shuffle things around. Get the gallery exactly as you want it. If an image gets stuck, like I say, you may have to drag things the other way. So for example, if this one decides it doesn't want to move, you could take this one here, move it. That will then unlock it. You'll then be able to move it around. You'll see what I mean as you sort of come to play with the gallery. It's fairly straightforward. You've got your trash can to remove. You've got your move option and just drag. What you'll also notice is portrait images are in their own separate gallery area at the bottom. There's lots of reasons why. But effectively they're handled differently, so that they're put in their own rows at the bottom here. So all the new additions of the portrait ones you'll find at the bottom here. Same as before, you can move them as well. So yeah, you just have to sort of click through and you'll see each one and where they're positioned. Yeah, pretty straightforward. If you get stuck, let me know. And I've made some changes here. So what I'll show you is I've just moved some things around. I don't really want to save that change. So basically I don't click publish at the top. I just exit and I leave. And I've done no damage at all to the site. Everything's as it was. But yeah, hopefully that helps. It gives you access to the gallery. You can delete any photos you don't want. You can shuffle and change the order around. And if you get stuck, give me a shout. And thanks for watching.